Pisces, so the next card of the day, it says strength and vulnerability. Alright, Pisces, get yourselves situated, okay? Mama Priestess is here to read y'all a bednight, a bedtime story, okay? I got my robe on, alright? Looking fresh and feeling fresh, honey, from the gym, honey. Okay, I got the globe going, making different colors for y'all. So I want y'all to listen to this carefully and carry your asses to sleep. Okay, so number 4 says strength and vulnerability. True power lies at the root of perceived weakness. Okay, feelings of vulnerability arises when we are treated as if we are, or we will believe to be, incapable of adequately protecting or providing for ourselves. It may be that we feel somewhat dependent or insecure in a relationship, intimate, social, or family, profession, situations, or place. Our vulnerability presents us with the fears and uncertainty we need to confront and overcome in our personal development. Therefore, what frightens us can be used as the catalyst to discovering our inner resources and the capacity to self-empower, and outgrow any perceived limitations. As we listen to and accept our feelings of weakness and what seems threatening, we can identify effective ways to prepare and learn to support ourselves to survive them, master them, and thrive beyond them. As the maiden, you are the warrior. Your life experiences and current situation and resources are not random, but perfectly equipped you to take on whatever makes you feel vulnerable. You are the threshold of realizing your inherent strength. To know what you are capable of involves daring to experience the full spectrum of yourself. This includes exploring I'm all into it, y'all. This includes exploring what you believe you are not. It can also help to ask yourself, how would I handle this situation if I did not feel inadequate? In what ways my current feelings of vulnerability be perceived as a strength? Write down your answers before further asking yourself, how can I creatively mobilize this strength to make me feel confident in taking the necessary steps to confront or navigate my way beyond what feels threatening to me? The maiden encourages you to recognize your vulnerability as a training ground for developing the necessary skills, resources, and supports network to gain sense of self-mastery and strength over any perceived weakness. The maiden message says this, Pisces: your vulnerability is where you recognize your power. Take your power back, Pisces. Let's pull the next card. Okay, Pisces, the next card says accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. When we take responsibility for our choices, we gain integrity and the right relationship with ourselves. Excuse me, Pisces. Ultimately, our decisions are conscious ones, made with consideration for the likely consequences to all involved. However, this is not always the case. In life, we learn as we go. As we become aware of more beneficial ways to handle ourselves, others, and life, we do so accordingly. We maximize our chances of this when we remain open to addressing any damage or ill feeling that arise towards ourselves and others. When we can accept constructive feedback. I gotta read that again. When we can accept constructive feedback, I might need to take that as well, and are open to alternative points of view on our behavior, opinions, understandings, and choices, we become enriched, more aware, and better equipped to deal gracefully with whatever life confronts us with going forward. Being approachable and okay with being called out on our less than finest moments results in bridges being built instead of walls. Ooh, speak, honey. The refusal to acknowledge our flaws and imperfections that show up in moments of poor discernment and behavior thwarts our growth and inner harmony. The work required to address our shortcomings can trigger challenging feelings of failure, insecurity, denial, anger, resentment, fear, self-loathing, and shame. When we do not work through these uncomfortable emotions, they have the potential to keep us stuck. Ooh, speak, the hangman. To embody the profound truth, there is nothing to feel ashamed of when we experience an uncomfortable learning curve. Frees us to take responsibility and release ourselves from the stuckness that otherwise ensues. Life gets easier and infinitely more indefinitely. Okay, life gets easier why can't I say it? Life gets easier and indefinitely more beautiful and warm the second we accept that we, like everyone else, are humanly imperfect and that this is perfectly acceptable. Amends and compassion, acceptance over our and others' flaws and imperfections heals and strengthens our parties involved. It is also a way to deepen the bond between ourselves and others. The featured mother assures us that the things we wish we had not done or had approached differently are gifts. They are necessary for learning how to do things differently going forward. They are also what makes us increasingly passionate and understanding of others and their actions. We're not our mistakes, but we do them. All of our past choices can be used to help us grow into the truth of ourselves. They help us identify what is aligned with our spirit self and in less obvious places, Pisces. Accountability is an act of self-love, compassion, and acceptance that benefits all. However, the most important person to be accountable to is yourself. Okay, I want to read that again. However, the most important person to be accountable to is yourself. It can be helpful to develop the habit of checking in with yourself each day by asking, what am I doing and why? Is this aligned with my values and spirit self? If so, proceed. If not, ask yourself, is there another way or a way that feels good and true for me to continue? Or does this behavior, thinking, situation, or person need to go? A relationship? Ooh, speak, honey. Do I need the perspective of someone who knows better, is more experienced in this area? That would be me. Okay, mother message. When you are accountable, you stand empowered, confident, and with integrity. Ooh, powerful. Okay, Pisces, let's get to the next card. That was beautiful. I'm about to cry. Namaste, Pisces. We have 3 cards. This is the first card of the day. So, and this is at night. So every night when I feel is necessary, I will pull a card of the day. Okay, so this is a new deck, and I was so excited I had to share with you guys, and it was absolutely a good meaning behind it. Okay, so here we go, Pisces. Okay, wisdom and play. And this is for all the birthday Pisces. I had picked this card specifically for Pisces. Our intuition knows more than we do. Playtime is where we express what we subconsciously know and learn with increased ease and depth. When we playfully engage with life, it magnifies our openness and ability to be present in the moment. A state of playfulness is when the mind relaxes its control and censorship over the expression of our spirit self's wisdom. In a state of play, we can freely explore ourselves and our ideas without the fear or the burden of real life consequences. Activities of emotional relief and reprieve can be enjoyed And in such carefree moments, solutions to our problems often occur to us. This is because play and creativity takes place in the hypothetical space of make-believe, visualization, and imaginative problem solving. And inner subconscious knowing can be assessed and expressed through the intuitive action and reaction. The maiden is blindfolded with her head facing upward. She pours her spirit self's energy from one cup directly into the other with no spillage. She appears to be relaxed and in the state of play as her intuitive pouring is achieved with exceptional precision. This demonstrates the potential of one's inner knowing and guidance to will results that are superior to those of logic and reason. Now is the time to prioritize play, Pisces. It is through playfulness that you open yourself to receive solutions to problems. At every age, play is the gift to yourself that keeps giving. The maiden message is this, Pisces. Honor the value of play and the unexpected insights that arise through it. Okay, Pisces, so let's get to the next card. Namaste. Alright, so Pisces, here we are. Confusion. A lot of you guys are confused. Alright, confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harness a way through the uncertainty. At some point, we all encounter feeling a loss as to what to do next. Our minds can become as conflicted as the advice we receive. Our emotions can polarize and overwhelm us to the point of distress, especially when the stakes seem too high to risk making a mistake. Our beliefs that there is a right choice or an answer that will prevent all that we fear from happening can be paralyzing. Excuse me, Pisces. Fear has the power to stop us in our tracks, especially when what seems logical right at odds with what feels emotionally safe. For example, one choice might seem to guarantee safety and security but feel uncomfortable and compromising. In a state of distress, it is hard to get clear on what our spirit self is guiding us to do. We may feel helpless and without any available choice that feels authentic. This is a lot to do with Pisces and what we're dealing with when it comes to our relationships with partners, with family, with friends. What is the best and truly possible for us is rarely as clear as hindsight reveals it to be. When we need clarity the most, it would be helpful to remember that recognizing that we do not know what to do is a necessary step in the process of realizing what to do. Acknowledging the not knowing is the way to figuring out what our next authentic move and navigating a way through any bewildering predicament. Our solution is not found in making one right decision, but rather the result of many small, consistent choices, actions, and thoughts and behavior changes. This is because significant problems are born of a web of threads that are not quite right for us. It requires us to dismantle, clear, and replace each thread one by one with a new right one for us. This process of dismantling, clearing, replacing is what significant and sustainable change and clarity are. We create our solutions ultimately by simplifying the complexity, removing it, deliberately choosing something else. Clarity often comes at the cost of making at least one mistake, wrong turn, or failure along the way. For most, it takes making many. This is how we typically learn our way forward. Mistakes are preferable. Mistakes are preferable to remaining our ground defeated. Failures are gifts, Latins, if you will, illuminating our true directions. We need to know better to see and do better. We need to know better to see and do better. That is why every perceived error is actually part of what is correct step forward in our direction. It shows you your true way. Trust yourself. For any situation confusion you are facing, place the hand that you write on with your heart on your heart. Receive what knowing arises in you to do next. If part of this knowing is to seek the advice, support, or assistance through the appropriate other, do so. The feature crone supports you in committing to taking one small step at a time on your terms and at your own pace as you enter into increasing clarity and confidence. Crone's a message. When you know that you have no idea what you're doing exactly, traveling, going, or what direction to take next, we begin to find out. That was powerful. I'm so happy with this new deck. Namaste. God bless everyone. And please leave me a kind donation, Pisces. God bless.